Okay, I wanted to show you real quick how to find the inverse of a function if you have the equation of the function. It's actually pretty easy. Um, this would be one of the problems on con. Find the inverse of f of x is equal to negative 6x to the fourth minus 1. Now, if you think about it, what an inverse does is that if a function maps x to y, then its inverse will map y back to x. So there's this cool trick that we can do, and it's kind of nice to use y notation instead of function notation. So I'm just switching out y for f of x, and then what I'm going to do is actually just swap the y's and the x's. Okay, so my x will be over here. Whoops, didn't swap very well. And then y will be where the x was. And I have minus 1. So what I can do now is just solve the equation for y and get my function, my inverse function. Okay. So let's see. The first thing I would do is add 1 to both sides. Oops. So x is equal to negative 6y to the fourth. And then I divide both sides by negative 6. So y to the fourth is equal to x divided by negative 6. Now I'm just going to float this negative up into the top of the fraction. We always have that option. It just looks a little better. And then I'm going to divide, sorry, not divide, but the opposite of raising something to the fourth power is really fourth rooting it. So I'm going to fourth root both sides. You guys are seeing that? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So that really gives me y is equal to the fourth root of negative x divided by 6. The other thing that we're going to do here is we're going to switch it back into function notation. Now remember, this isn't f anymore. This is the inverse of f. Okay. So I hope that shows up well enough on the video screen here. But yeah, that's how you do it. So just a cool trick of flipping the y and the x, and then you can find the inverse function. I hope that helps.